The Battle of Dupplin Moor, fought on 11th August 1332 near Perth, represents one of the most dramatic and instructive clashes of the early Second War of Scottish independence, illustrating how tactical discipline and battlefield positioning could decisively outweigh sheer numerical strength. The conflict emerged from a fragile political situation in Scotland following the death of Robert the Bruce, when the throne passed to his young son David II of Scotland, leaving the kingdom under regency and vulnerable to internal dissent. A group of dispossessed Anglo-Scottish nobles, known as the Disinherited, sought to reclaim lands they had lost under Bruce's rule and rallied behind Edward Balliol, son of the former king John Balliol, who aimed to seize the crown with indirect backing from Edward III of England. Balliol's relatively small but experienced force landed in Scotland and advanced inland, prompting the regent Domhnall II, Earl of Mar, to assemble a much larger army to block their progress near the River Erne. Despite their numerical superiority, the Scottish forces were hampered by overconfidence and rigid adherence to traditional tactics, particularly the use of dense schiltron formations, which had been effective in earlier wars but were less adaptable to changing battlefield conditions. Balliol's army, in contrast, adopted a more flexible and coordinated approach, positioning dismounted men-at-arms in a defensive line flanked by longbowmen, whose disciplined volleys could disrupt and weaken advancing troops before close combat even began. The geography of Dupplin Moor played a crucial role, as the Scottish army was forced to advance through a narrow corridor between natural obstacles, compressing their ranks into a tightly packed mass that quickly became disordered. As they pushed forward, the pressure from their own numbers caused chaos within the formation, with soldiers unable to maneuver effectively, while arrows from the flanks inflicted continuous casualties. The battle rapidly turned into a disaster for the Scots, not only because of enemy action, but also due to suffocation and trampling within their own ranks, a grim consequence of overcrowding in such confined terrain. Many prominent nobles were killed, including the Earl of Mar, whose death deprived Scotland of experienced leadership at a critical moment and deepened the political crisis already affecting the kingdom. In contrast, Balliol's forces maintained cohesion and control throughout the engagement, demonstrating a level of tactical sophistication that foreshadowed later English successes in battles such as the Battle of Crecy, where similar use of longbowmen would prove decisive. In the aftermath of Dupplin Moor, Edward Balliol was able to capitalize on his victory and was crowned King of Scotland, although his authority remained unstable and heavily reliant on continued English support. The battle did not end the conflict, but instead intensified it, prolonging the struggle for control of Scotland and highlighting the evolving nature of medieval warfare, in which discipline, coordination, and effective use of terrain increasingly determined the outcome of battles.